Oh, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so head to toe. That's what we're going to do. We got a whole hour of just a little self-care and taking care of ourselves, finding some love, finding some space, and letting go of anything that may be a little heavy in your life just for this time. A little clearing of perspectives and hopefully just a whole lot of deep breathing and feeling good motions. Roll those shoulders up and back. And let those shoulders slide down and away. I hope your day's been good so far. Close those eyes. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. Take it up and back and let those shoulders slide down and away. Bring your hands down by your sides and gently press your palms down towards the ground. As you inhale, lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Keep those wrists flexed and then gently press those palms back down. Lengthen the neck. Inhale, lift the shoulders. And then as you exhale, press it back down. Keep the crown of the head reaching towards the sky. One more time. Inhale, lift the shoulders. And then exhale, press those palms back down towards the ground. Stay here. Keep that length in the spine. Soften your face. And as you exhale, lean your head to the right. Pressing that left palm down towards the ground. We're going to keep that head tipped to the right and slowly slide those left fingertips out and away from us. We're going to keep those fingertips connected to the mat. So at that fullest extension, you're still just gently brushing the mat with the tips of the fingers. Keeping that head tipped to the right, slowly rotate your palm up. As far as you can rotate through the arm, through the shoulder. And then reach out through those fingertips and slowly lift that arm. We're going to come all the way up to about shoulder height. You don't need to come any higher than the shoulder. You can stop before and really lengthen through those fingertips. And just feel the different sensations. Keep that palm open to the sky. And then slowly turn your palm down towards the ground. And let that arm float back down. Fingertips gently brushing the mat. And then pull that arm back in. Roll your chin down towards your chest. Roll it to the left. Face turn toward front. And then roll it back to the right. As you exhale, roll it to the left. Hold it to the left. Face is turned towards front. Press that right palm down towards the ground. Eyes are softly closed. Jaw is relaxed. Keeping that head tipped to the left, slowly slide those right fingertips out and away. Extending through the arm, extending through the wrist. Fingertips just gently brushing the mat. Feel that extension of the arm all the way out to the tips of the fingers, and then slowly rotate your palm up. As far as you can rotate your hand, your arm. And again, checking in. What do you notice? What do you feel? Keeping that head tipped to the left, slowly lift the arm up to shoulder height. You can stop before shoulder height. Do not need to go beyond. Lengthening and reaching out of those right fingertips. Breathing into whatever space you need, whatever's talking the loudest to you, and then slowly turn your palm back down towards the ground. Float that arm back down. Fingertips are just going to gently brush the mat. And then pull that arm back in, pressing your palm down towards the ground. We roll the head to the right. And back to the left. And through center, chin to chest. Bring the hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, let your elbows close around your ears, and just gently pull down. Inhale, head up nice and tall, open your elbows wide, and as you exhale, lean to the right. Keep both sit bones glued to the mat. Lift that left elbow just a little bit higher. Breathe. Inhaling it back up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean it to the left. Lift that right elbow just a little bit higher. Inhale it back to center. Keep those elbows pulled back. Give those shoulder blades a little squeeze and turn to the right. As far as you can turn, use the back of that right elbow, right shoulder blade to pull your body around. Inhale it back to center. And as you exhale, we turn to the left, using the back of that left shoulder blade, left elbow to rotate, keeping that spine tall. And turn it back to face front. Extend those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists. Hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach. Release that right hand down. Left arm up and over. And let's sway twice each direction. Keeping those sit bones down. Reach it up. And exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. One more time each way. Inhale, reach it high. And gently release it down. Once more, inhale, reach it up. And exhale, other side. Inhale, reach it high. Both arms come up. Turn your palms to face front. Spread your fingers wide. Pull those elbows back and down. Cactus arms. Give those shoulder blades a good squeeze. Inhale, reach it up. Let's do that once more. Exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, reach it high. And as you exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Little tap of your fingertips. Inhale, reach it out. Hinge it all the way back up. And let those arms float down by your sides. And let's lean it back and switch so your other leg is in front. Might feel a little awkward. That's okay. We sit up nice and tall, pressing those palms towards the ground. And as you exhale, turn and look to your right. Keep those palms pressing down. Keep the shoulders square to the front. A little tuck of your chin down towards your right collarbone. Relax your jaw, close your eyes. Feel the different sensations. Breathe into whatever needs the love. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Turn it back to face front. And then turn and look out over your left shoulder. Far as you can turn your head again, keeping the shoulders square to the front. A little tuck of your chin down towards your collarbone. Breathe. Let there be softness in your breath. Ease of the movement without forcing anything to happen. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Turn it back to face front. Shift your hands to the front of the shins, just below your knees. Take a big breath in. Press the chest forward. Arch your back. Lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your spine towards the back. Tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through. Arch your back. Lift your gaze. Seated cat and cow. Let's do 2 more of each, just moving with your breath. So as we spend some time in our cross-legged position, that easy pose with either leg forward, just improving the imbalances within the body. We always have one side that we prefer. Balancing, strength, movement, coordination, all of it. We're just trying to improve those imbalances. So if it feels awkward, keep coming back. Sit up nice and tall. It'll feel less and less awkward each and every time. Open those arms out to a T. Cross that left arm underneath the right. Wrap the crook of the elbows. Palms gently touch. We lift those fingertips. And then pull those hands out and away from your face. Just increasing the angle of the arm. Waking up those shoulders. Slowly we begin to hinge it forward. Hands towards the ground. Eyes coming all the way back up. Gently lower those arms towards your face. Release the hands, extend those arms out to a T. Inhale, reach it high. And as you exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Cactus arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, reach it up. And as you exhale, arms back out to a T. Right arm underneath the left. Wrapping at the crook of the elbows. Bring your palms to touch space between those shoulder blades. And we begin to lift those fingertips towards the sky. And then pull those hands out and away from your face. Breathing in. Quieting. Letting go. Slowly we begin to hinge it forward, drawing Back up. Pulling the hands back towards the face, lowering those elbows. Floating those arms back out to a T, reach it high. And again, cactus arms, pull those elbows back and down. Squeeze the shoulder blade. Inhale, reach it up. And as you exhale, turn to the left. Right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind you. Sit up tall, turn and look out over your back shoulder. Press your right shoulder down and away and gently tuck your chin down towards your left collarbone. Big, full, deep breaths. Inhale, reach it high. Turn it back to face front. And as you exhale, we turn to the right. Left hand to the top of the thigh, right hand behind you. Sit up as tall as you can sit. Turn and look out over that back shoulder. Left shoulder presses down and away, and a little tuck of your chin down towards your right collarbone. Inhale, reach it high, turn it back to face front. Two sways, side to side, left hand down, right arm up and over. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale to the right. One more time each way. Big inhale as you reach and exhale as you lean. Feeling that stretch, that mobility. Inhale, reach it high and take it over. Last one. Inhale, both arms come up. And as you exhale, let your arms float down by your side. Let's kick that left leg straight out. Keeping that right foot tucked in. Point and flex that left foot through the ankle. Roll the ankle. Just checking in with those feet. Showing some love. Hands can be wherever you want them to be. Now we're going to flex that foot. If that's a little too intense for you, just soften your foot. Inhale, reach it high. Turn towards that left leg. Hinge it forward. Reach it out. Little tap of your fingertips. And then reach it out, lengthen, and sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, lower those arms down by your sides. Inhale, reach it high. As you exhale, turn towards that left leg. Hinge it forward. Reach it out. Little tap. Inhale, reach it out. And rise. Let those arms float down. We're going to do that one more time. Just press those palms towards the ground. Sit up tall. Inhale, reach it. Exhale, turn it and hinge it forward. Release your hands and relax the weight of the upper body down. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. And once again, let those arms float down by your side. Let's kick that right foot off to the side. Left foot comes in and we point and flex that right foot. And again, those hands can be wherever you want them. Down by your side, resting on your thighs. We roll the ankle. We're just giving the foot and the ankle some love. So just whatever feels right to you. And then we can either flex that right foot or we can soften the foot. Inhale, reach it high. Turn towards that right leg. Hinge it forward. Reach it out. Little tap. Really nice stretch down the back of that right leg. Reach it out even further and sit up nice and tall. Turn it back to face front. Float those arms. Again, the foot can stay flexed or soft. Inhale, reach it up. We have two more just like that. Rotate. Hinge it forward. Reach it out. Little tap. A big reach and hinge all the way back up. And exhale, let those arms float down. We have one more. This time we're going to hold it. Inhale, reach it up. Turn towards that right leg. Hinge it forward, reach it out. Release your hands and relax the weight of the upper body down. Breathing in, feeling that stretch down the back of that right leg, into that left hip, lower back. So lots of places that you can feel this. I'm noticing it even in the sole of my foot, an indication that the back of my legs a little tighter on this side. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. And once again, float those arms down by your sides. Let's kick those feet around and come up onto all fours to tabletop. Hands are shoulder width apart. Knees are hip width. Core is nice and strong. We're going to inhale and extend left arm and right leg. Lengthening and reaching from fingertips to toes. Lift out of that right shoulder and flex that right foot. Breathe. Noticing your glutes, your hamstrings, your core, your shoulder. Breathe. Now point that right foot, and as you exhale, pull the elbow and knee in, hollow your tummy and chest, and then reach it back out. Pull it in. And reach it out. Moving with your breath, 2 more. And last one. And gently float that left hand back down. Flex that right foot once again. Cross that right leg up and over the left. Toes nestled against the floor. And then you're going to turn and look out over that left shoulder. And just feel that really nice stretch all the way down that right side of your body. Inhale, bring your gaze back to center. Lift that right leg back to center. Kick that right foot all the way out to the side. Sole the foot to the ground. Walk your hands forward, giant step, and then press it straight back. Working to draw the chest and your armpits towards the mat. As close as you want to come to the mat. The closer you bring your chest, the armpits, the more stretch across the shoulders, the chest, into your groin, the hips. We lift just slightly and walk those hands back underneath us. Core strong, we lift that right leg straight out to the side, sweep it back around, straight behind us, and we pull it in to tabletop. Center your weight. And then as you inhale, extend. Right arm and left leg. Lengthening and reaching, squaring the pelvis, lifting out of that left shoulder. It's all about stability. How steady, how solid can you be? Add a flex of that left foot and press to your heel. Feeling the strength in the legs, the glutes, the core, the shoulders. Breathe. We point that left foot, and as you exhale, pull the elbow and knee in, hollow your tummy and chest. And then inhale, reach it out, back to that horizontal line. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach it out 2 more times. Your pace, your breath, mindful, purposeful movements. Once again, extend it out and gently release that right hand down. Flexing that left foot once again. Cross that left leg up and over the right. Nestle your toes against the floor and then turn and look out over that right shoulder. Just a really nice stretch all the way down that left side. Breathe. We bring our gaze back to center. Lifting that left leg back to center and then sweep it all the way out to the side. Sole of the foot to the ground. Walk your hands forward, big step, and then press it back. Now you might notice that one side you have a little more range of motion. It's fine. A little more flexibility. It's fine. Be nice to your body. Everything we do is to help improve, not punish. Challenge, yes, but in appropriate ways. It's about playing, exploring, honoring. A shifting of energies, a shifting of perspective, a check-in, some love and some self-care. We want everything we do to feel like love and self-care. And slowly we walk those hands back up, supporting us underneath us. We engage the core, lift that left leg straight out to the side, sweep it back around, straight behind, and pull it in. Even out your weight, sit your sit bones back towards your heels, and then walk those hands towards the top of the mat. Child's pose. As you extend those fingertips towards the top of the mat and you reach your sit bones towards the back of the mat, there's this beautiful stretch through the ribs, down your spine. We want to make sure that we can get those big, deep breaths. So if having those knees together, we can't quite get those big, deep breaths, just open up your knees a little bit. Arms extended out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. Visualize an ocean wave here. That wave is going to start at your tailbone as we lift and hollow through the tummy and chest. Slowly, that bottom pulls away from the heels as we transition our weight forward. Shoulders coming over those fingertips as we level out into a modified plank. And then we tuck the chin, hollow the chest, hollow the tummy, lift the spine, space between those shoulder blades, slowly transitioning our weight back to child's pose. We're going to do that 2 more times. So really just visualize that ocean wave. Feel that roll of the ocean as you hollow and transition your weight forward, leveling it out to your modified plank. Don't rush it. Feel all the feels. Tuck your chin, hollow your chest, space between the shoulder blades, hollow your tummy, that spine, transitioning that weight back to child's pose. 1 more time. And we'll meet back in child's pose. Take your time. Let the roll just work its magic. Take a moment here. Good breath in and out. We extend those arms out nice and long. Bring the palms to gently touch. Bend the elbows. Bring the heels of the hands to the back of the head. Just noticing the stretch. It's a gentle stretch, probably through the shoulders, upper back. We once again extend those arms when you're ready. Bring your palms to the mat. Extend those arms out nice and long. We lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift your hips to the sky. Coming up to our down dog. Allowing the heels to sink. Getting the bend out of the wrists as much as we can. Creating that inverted V. Feeling that stretch down the backs of the legs. Let's inhale it to high plank. Shoulders right over the fingertips. And as you exhale, lift your hips. Press it back, let your heels sink. 1 more time, inhaling into high plank. Again, never rushing anything. Exhaling it back to your down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. And we let the upper body be heavy. There's a soft bend in our knees just so we're not locking out those knees. There's a softness in the face, a heaviness in the arms, a gentle pull down the spine and down the backs of the legs. We bring the hands to the elbows to hold on, and let's side to side. Coming back and relax those arms. Ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. And as you come up, I just want you to notice as you rise, when you come all the way up, it's like this fresh new day, this new perspective as you roll those shoulders up and back and let the shoulders slide down and away. We stand tall, give those arms a little shake. Close your eyes for just a moment. Breathe, rotate your palms open, spread your fingers wide, lengthen through those fingertips towards the ground. Reach to the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach it high. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, giant step back with your left foot. Back knee to the mat if you like. Arms circle up and overhead. We come into our crescent lunge. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink. 1 more time. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Stay low in the legs, rotate to the left, open those arms out to a T, palms stay facing up. Lengthen and reach. If you want a little more formal hand posture, bring your index finger and thumb to touch. You can keep those index fingers and thumbs touching or not. Inhale, we rise, lifting those arms up and overhead, square the pelvis. And as you exhale, we turn to the right, opening those arms back out to a T. We're going to do that one more time each direction, lengthening, reaching through the crown of the head. Inhale, we rise, turning back to face front. And as you exhale, we turn to the left, opening the tummy and chest to the side, just noticing that different sensation as the pelvis opens. Inhale, reach it high, turn it back to face front. And as you exhale, open as we close through the pelvis. Turning into that front leg. Inhale, both arms come up and overhead. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Draw that back foot in to forward fold. Big transition there. Let your upper body be heavy. Give the arms a little shake, the shoulders a little shimmy, and just let yourself sink. And then ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. A big shoulder roll at the top. And shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. As you exhale, left arm down, right arm high. Lean in and reach. Take your gaze up. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, right arm down, left arm high. Lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Bring your palms to gently touch. Bring the base of the thumbs to the center of the forehead. A gentle press. And as you exhale, a little arch back. Inhaling it back up nice and tall. Reach it high. Swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, giant step back with your right foot. Circle the arms back and up and overhead. You can bring that back knee down if you like. Breathe. Our big crescent lunge. Strong through the core. Pelvis is facing front. We inhale and straighten that front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink. Again, we inhale and straighten. Exhale and sink. As you exhale, open to the side. We turn to the right. Arms open out to a T. Again, if you like, index finger and thumb can gently touch. Breathe. Stability, strength, mobility. Inhale, we turn it back to face front. And as you exhale, we turn to the left. Palms stay facing up. Again, index finger and thumb can stay touching. Chest stays lifted. Breathe. Inhale, reach it high. Turn back to face front. And as you exhale, one more time, we turn to the right, opening those arms. Stability. You feel all those different muscles coming into play. Inhale, turn it back to face front. Arms come back overhead. And then we turn it to the left. Breathe. Inhale, turn back to face front. Exhale, flow forward. Hands on either side of your foot, that big transition. Draw that right foot in to forward fold. Alternate bending knees, walk it out. Just making sure you don't walk out that straight leg. Just feeling that shift through the pelvis, the shift through that lower back, extending both legs, and ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. At the top, a big shoulder roll, and shoulders slide down and away. Do that again, big shoulder roll. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll those shoulders back and extend those arms. Reach your knuckles towards the ground. Close your eyes for just a moment. And as you exhale, arch it back. Reach your knuckles towards the ground. Lift your gaze. Breathe. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Release your hands, roll those shoulders. Palms open to the front, to mountain. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, rock it down. Press it through up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. And just sway your hips side to side. An opportunity to check in here. Grab a drink if you like. Take a break if you need one. Coming back to center. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right toes reach high. As you exhale, sweep that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Toes are slightly turned open. Let's bring that back knee to the mat. Untuck the toes. And breathe. Now we can stay up, nice and tall. Or if you wish, as you exhale, slowly bend your elbow. Lowering the torso and the shoulders towards the ground. And then press it back up. Shift your weight to your left hand, right arm reaches high, reach it up. So we're a little heavy through that left hip, allowing it to sink towards the ground. We're staying lifted out of that left shoulder. Circle that right arm back. If it feels good to you, draw that back foot in. You do not have to, only if it feels right. If the body feels ready, and gently pull your heel in. Breathe. Again, staying lifted out of that left shoulder. There's this real tendency to sink in and be heavy in the shoulder. Lift. Gently release the foot. Circle that right arm back up and over. And again, we can stay lifted or we can bend. Tummy and chest coming down towards the ground, deepening that stretch in the hips. And then slowly we rise. Tuck the back toes, extend that back leg, step it back to plank. You can either lift your hips to down dog or crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. And we alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Just a nice easy pedaling of those legs. Checking in with each and every bend of the knee. How's your breath? How's your heart? How's your head? What's your body telling you? Inhale up to the balls of the feet. And as you exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. As you exhale, let your heels gently sink. We shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes reach high. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot to the outside of that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Toes are slightly turned open. Releasing that right knee to the mat. Untuck your toes. Again, let your hips be heavy. There's a little bit of a pelvic shift here as that right side of the pelvis is leaning in. Getting into the groin on that left side. Down the front of the right leg. Lifting out of those shoulders. Breathe. As you exhale, bend the elbows. You can lower down or you don't have to. You can stay up. And we rise. Extending that left arm out. Circle your arms. Reach it back. Again, stay lifted out of that right shoulder. If it feels good to you, draw that right heel in. Take a hold of your foot and draw your heel in toward your bottom. Breathe. We're staying strong in that right shoulder. We're staying strong and engaged to the core. We gently release that foot, circling that left arm back up and over. Again, you can stay lifted, just feeling that great stretch in the pelvis, or slowly bend the elbows, getting deeper into the hips, the groin, through the pelvis. And we rise. Core strong, tuck the toes, lift that back leg, extend that left leg back to your plank. If you like, stay here. If you like, lift those hips to down dog or crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. That was a lot of shoulder work. Do you feel that? Yes, indeed. Breathe, lifting those bones. Breathe. And your exhale, take the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to get your hands to the mat. With the support of the hands, if you need it, cross that right foot behind your left and bring your ankles as tightly together as you can. And then let that upper body just center. Let your arms just hang. We lift just slightly and walk the hands to the left. As far as you can walk your hands, tuck your nose towards your knee. Just noticing what you feel. Hips, lower back, through the ribs. Inhale, walking it back through center, and then over to the right. Drawing your nose towards your knees. And we come back through center, let those arms just gently hang. And ever so slowly ragdoll your way back up. Give those inner thighs a good squeeze as you rise. As you come up, give those shoulders a good roll up and back. And let your shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Bend that right elbow, hand behind your head, left hand to the elbow, and just gently press. Chin staying off the chest. Left hand can stay at that right elbow or circle that left arm around behind, reaching up. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. And as you exhale, a little lean to the left. Breathe. Again, squeezing those inner thighs, feeling that beautiful stretch all the way down that right side. Inhaling it back up nice and tall. Release your hands, extend that right arm, and then the left, and swan dive down to forward fold. We release that right foot from behind the left and cross the left behind the right. Bring those ankles just as tightly together as you can get them. Let your head be heavy. Lifting slightly, walk your hands to the right. As far as you can walk your hands and draw your nose towards your knee. Lifting center and then over to the left. As far as you can walk your hands and draw your nose towards your knee. And walk it back through center. And ever so slowly, ragdoll your way up. Stacking each and every vertebra, giving those inner thighs a good little squeeze. Intentionally stacking to stand tall. A big shoulder roll at the top. And those shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Bend that left elbow, hand behind your head. Right hand to the elbow and gently press. Chin staying off the chest. Core staying strong. You can keep that right hand on the elbow or circle that right arm around behind. Reaching up. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. You might notice that one side's a little easier than the other. Be nice. Feels good to you? A little lean to the right. Again, squeezing those inner thighs. Pressing the hips to the left just a little bit to feel that beautiful stretch all the way down that left side. Compromising our balance a little bit. Beautiful stretch through the side body from the tip of the elbow all the way down to the ankle. Inhaling it back up nice and tall. Release your hands, extend that left arm. Circle that right arm up and overhead. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. We step that left foot back. And the right to down dog. Holding your down dog or inhale it to high plank. Holding your plank, toes or knees, hands or forearms, or we have 3 push-ups. Slow and steady. Little strength challenge. Doesn't have to be a humongous push-up. Just by bending those elbows, you're activating more muscles. Take care of yourself and challenge yourself appropriately. Lift your hips to down dog. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And as you exhale, take a giant step. Open out to the side. Turn those toes to the outside corners of your mat. Arms open out to a T. Rotate your palms to the ceiling. Inhale, reach it high. Bend the elbows, pull the hands to heart center, and sink to goddess pose. Breathe. Inhale, half lift. And sink. Lift that right heel. Come up to the toes. Half lift. And sink. 2 more just like that. Lift and sink. Once more. Lift and sink. Release that right heel and lift the left high onto the ball of your foot. Inhale, half lift and sink. 2 more. Half lift and sink. And once more, half lift and sink. Release both heels. Extend those arms out to a T. Rotate your palms up. Inhale, reach it high. And as you exhale, open those arms out to a T. Hinge it forward. Come halfway over. Release that right hand down. Rotate and reach. Left arm high. Allow your pelvis to shift. Reaching out of the shoulders up to the tips of the fingers. Circling that left arm around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back. Can you find that right thigh? Hold on to it if you can. And then as you exhale, bend that left knee. You don't have to. You can keep those legs long. Breathe. And rise. Extending that left leg. Extending that left arm. And gently release it down. Left hand down. Right arm opens out. Rotating through the pelvis. Stacking the shoulders. Extending through those arms. Breathe. Feels good to you? Circle that left arm around behind or right arm around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back and take a hold of that left thigh if that's okay. Otherwise, just tuck that arm tightly against your back. And then as you exhale, bend that right knee. Start to sink. Breathe, keeping that left sole of the foot glued to the mat. What do you feel? Stay strong and engaged through the core. And then slowly begin to extend that right leg. Once again, reach that right arm high. And slowly release it down. With the support of those hands, heel toe your feet in once. And relax the weight of the upper body. Arms are heavy. Elbows can bend. We're not bouncing, we're not forcing, we're just letting gravity do the work here. And then just gently shift your pelvis side to side. So we lift that left side and then with the right side or vice versa. So just kind of shimmy in those hips, shifting through the pelvis. What do you notice in the lower back? What do you notice in the glutes? How about those inner thighs? We're controlling this. We're going slow, we're being mindful, we're being kind. And then we're going to come back, leveling out that pelvis. We lift just slightly, supporting with the hands. And as you exhale, begin to bend your knees. Now you might need to shift your feet a little more narrow or wide. You can come down to frog or to your yogi squat. Breathe so you can adjust. I need to bring that foot in a little bit. You do what's right for you so you feel that good stretch through the hips. And then we're just going to rock it side to side. And we're going to come back to center, place those hands to the mat, lift your bum just slightly. We're going to be light on those heels. We're going to roll that left knee in and we're going to tap it. And then we're going to roll it back open to that frog pose. And then that right knee comes in. We tap and we open. Hip mobility, that internal rotation, left knee taps. And we open. Our core stays strong to support the back. Right knee comes in and taps and open. Let's do that one more time each side. Left knee taps and open. Nice work. Right knee taps and open and extend those legs. Lift your sit bones high. Let your head be heavy. Breathe. Slow, steady, deep breaths. Inhale, half lift. Just support with your hands. And again, heel toe your feet back open to that nice wide wing stance. And let your upper body be heavy. Ever so slowly, start to roll it up. Stacking each and every vertebra. Feel how you kind of engage through those inner thighs, through the glutes to rise. Big shoulder roll at the top. Inhale, reach it high. As you exhale, open those arms out to a T. We shift the right toes towards the top of the mat. Left toes towards the top corner of the mat and bend that right knee, sinking low. Warrior two. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. If you wish, the index finger and thumb to touch, a little more formal hand posture, totally up to you. Turn your gaze towards your back heel, little tuck of your chin. Inhale, straightening that right leg, reverse triangle. Inhaling it back up, arms open out to a T. Rotating open, so opening up the pelvis, the tummy, the chest to the side, reach it out over those right toes. When you can't reach anymore, right arm down, left arm high to triangle. Core strong, lengthening and extending out of that left shoulder up to the tips of the fingers. Rotating that left palm towards the front, reach it up and over. Extended triangle. Lengthen and reach through those left fingertips. You feel that amazing stretch through the waist, through the ribs, out through the tips of the fingers. Inhale, lift that left arm high, core strong. We rise, coming all the way back up. Bending that right knee once again to warrior two. Inhale, lift and tap those fingertips, straighten that right leg, shift those right toes in, left toes open, and we sink to our warrior two on the left. Breathe. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky. If you like, index finger and thumb touch. And we arch it back, reaching back and lengthening. Right hand just sliding down that back leg. Breathe. As you exhale, extend that left leg, reach it back. Full, big, deep breath. Inhaling it up, arms open out to a T. We shift the pelvis to face the side. We reach it out over those left toes. When you can't reach anymore, left hand down, right arm high, triangle. Little to no weight on that left arm. We're supporting with our core. We're strong through the torso. We're lengthening out of that right shoulder. Rotating that right palm towards the front. Reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of your face. Long stretch from the tip of the hip all the way out through the tips of the fingers. Breathe. Inhale, lift that right arm high. Core strongly rise all the way back up. We bend that left knee and sink back to warrior two. Inhale, lift and tap overhead. Shift those left toes in, right toes open, and we sink to our warrior two, windmilling those hams down on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Right leg high. As you exhale, sweep that right knee through, foot to the inside to pigeon. If you are taking special care of your knee today, come on over onto the right hip, right sit bone, and pull that left leg in. Otherwise, Leg stays long, and we stay up nice and tall. Breathing in, letting go. Close your eyes. If it feels good to you, walk your hands forward, either fully extending those arms or stacking your hands to sleeping pigeon. You can stay here as long as you need. As you're ready, walk your hands back up. Hands on either side of your knee. Tuck the back toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg high. Point and flex your foot, roll your ankle, and give that leg a little shake. And then gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, you're welcome to alternate bending knees, hips, or inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog, and we shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes reach high. Exhaling and sweeping that left knee through, foot to the inside to pigeon on the left. And again, be mindful, take care of your knee. If you need to come over onto that hip, come over onto the hip and pull that knee back in. Perfectly fine. If it's an entirely different stretch, perfectly fine. This is your time to take care of yourself. Chest is lifted, close your eyes. Take a second and really feel all the different places to feel this, because it's a pretty incredible stretch. The top of your right foot resting on the mat as if you had shoelaces on. The shoelaces are resting on the mat. The top of your thigh, rather the inside of that right thigh, resting on the mat. It does not matter if that left hip comes to the mat. You might be up a little bit higher. Do your best to relax. You can put a block underneath that hip to help release. Let's walk it forward. Either extending those arms out long or stacking your hands. We surrender down into our sleeping pigeon. And breathe. And slowly walk your hands back up. Go ahead and come on over onto that left hip. Sweep that right leg around, crossing right foot up and over that left knee. We sit up nice and tall, pulling the knee in, working to get that pelvis as level as you can, and connecting both sit bones to the mat. Wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee, pull it in, sit tall and look out over that right shoulder. Breathe. If you wish for a little deeper spinal twist, place that right hand behind you, shift your left elbow to the top of the knee, press against your knee. Make sure you're still sitting up tall. Make sure you're still breathing slow and steady. Make sure there's no pain. This should feel so good. And then gently release that rotation. Let's switch. Left leg comes up and over, and if you need to extend that right leg, that's fine. If it doesn't feel great to tuck that foot behind you, the knee doesn't like it, the ankle doesn't like it, whatever reason, sit up nice and tall. This is about exploring, challenging, but being nice overall, being kind first and foremost. Wrapping the crook of that right elbow around the knee, we pull it in, sitting up tall, turning, and looking out over that left shoulder. Can you feel that left sit bone to the mat? If not, work towards getting that sit bone down. Left hand behind you, sit up as tall as you can. We shift that right elbow to the top of the knee if you like that deeper rotation for the spine, and gently press, turning and taking your gaze out over that back shoulder. And slowly we turn it back to face front. Rock it back. Go ahead and extend those legs out nice and long. Flex your feet. Reach it high. As you exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. Reach it out. Release your hands and relax the weight of your head. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet. Lower your arms to shoulder height and slowly take it back. One vertebra to the mat at a time. And relax. We pull the left foot in and then the right. We cross that right ankle over the left knee and gently pull the knees in. Reach that right hand between your legs and interlace your fingers behind that left thigh, pulling the knees in, drawing those shoulder blades down towards the mat, relaxing the back of the head to the mat, and just feel that really nice stretch in that right hip. Releasing your hands, placing that left foot back to the mat, cross that right knee all the way over the left, right arm out to a T, left hand to the top of the right knee, and guide your knees to the left. As those knees gently fall to the left, let's look to the right, and then just close your eyes. I hope that felt amazing. Not quite done. Still those last couple stretches and an opportunity to really check in through Shavasana. We release that left hand, slowly roll it back to center, gazing up. Place that right foot to the mat, cross that left ankle over the right knee, and pull those knees in. Left hand reaches between the legs. We interlace our fingers behind that right thigh and gently pull it in. Soften your face, soften your eyes. I hope everything in your world is just smooth, feels good. But remember, when there's those challenges, those bumps in the road, just an opportunity for a character check, to learn, to grow, keep a sense of humor, and know it's just a blip in time, just a bump in the road. And gently release. Place that right foot back to the mat. Cross that left knee all the way over the right. Extend that left arm out to a T, right hand to the top of the left knee, and gently let those knees float to the right as you look to the left. And just let gravity do the work for you. Time on our mat. Just such a gift. Time on your mat is your time to do whatever you wish, to take care of yourself however you feel is the very best. Some days it might be nap time. Some days it might be time to read a book. Put a blanket on, grab a pillow. Or maybe it's time to move and to breathe. Sometimes more aggressive, sometimes more kind. But time on your mat is never time wasted, whatever you do on it. Just remember that. It's a safe place to come back to whenever you need it. Slowly we roll it back to center. We pull that left knee in towards the chest and then the right, hands to your shins, just below those knees. Just give those knees a big hug. And then gently release. Extend that left leg out and let it float down towards the mat. Extend that right leg out and gently let it float down towards your mat. Extend those arms overhead. Reach to the fingertips and through the toes. Stay strong through the core. Keep that belly button drawn down. Just keeping that back safe. Make yourself as long and as tall as you can. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes, or you can just really, really, really stretch. And then relax. Now, if you're comfortable here, stay here. If you like, shift in any way you need. Arms can come down by your sides, palms face up or down. If you're more comfortable on your side or on your tummy. Child's pose. Or if there's another stretch that you love that we didn't have a chance to get to today, perhaps even a seated position. Take your time to find that place that feels good to you. And then focus on your breath. Slow, steady inhales and exhales. Allowing the weight of our body to be heavy against the earth. Our heart to be open. And to feel our breath draw in the love and the energy we need. And those exhales carrying away any doubt, any worry. Cleansing the mind, the body, the spirit of anything that might weigh us down. Sometimes all we need is a little shift of perspective. A perspective cheat sheet. Hard days are often catalysts for growth. Fear is proof that you're expanding. Rejection is redirection to better. Overwhelming is a signal to slow down. Uncertainty is space to realign. And resistance is where change begins. We feel our breath soften. We feel our body be relaxed and calm. We feel our breath flow easily and effortlessly, guiding us to our best self. Take a few more breaths to be still and be quiet, to draw in the energy you need to truly be your best self. Never in a rush, but at your own time. We come back up to a seated position whenever you're ready. We gently pull the hands to heart center. A gentle tuck of the chin towards the chest. And we just take a moment of gratitude for this time on our mat, for self-care and self-love, for adventure, playing, exploring, and those few aha moments we get every now and again. Gently lift your face, open those beautiful eyes. My friend, thank you for joining me today. Have an amazing rest of your day. I hope that was fantastic in every way. Always, that's my goal. But I just hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Until the next time, namaste.